I'd like to welcome you all to our Apps for Art session, our advanced training for today. We'll be learning the origins and history of art, but also taking a look at some apps that you could utilize on your device. So I hope you all enjoy and thank you all so much for participating. I have the disclaimer right here. And today we are going to cover again the history of art. We're going to cover three apps, some that we've covered in the past. So I hope you utilize some of these or you find a new one to take advantage of today. And we have our overview and Q&A. So how these apps can improve our daily lives, how we can utilize art to positively impact our life. So first up, we have a video showcasing how art came to be as we know today. So this video is from the School of Life and talking about the history of ideas. So all about art. So I hope you all enjoy and are eating your breakfast slash your snack and enjoy. And we'll talk about it afterwards.
Art has a very high status in modern societies. People flock to museums, and artworks fetch record prices. But our age is also oddly reluctant to say in clear terms what art might actually be for. An odd mystique surrounds it, epitomized by the puzzlement many of us feel as we look at yet another odd-looking modern work of art in a contemporary museum. We're often left quietly and politely wondering, what is it all meant to be about? For most of history, this kind of question didn't arise because it was abundantly clear what art was for. The question mark over the purpose of art is really a modern one. So let's go back in time and find out about a wider range of options that we might be able to draw on fruitfully today. Rome 290 AD. Deep below the imperial Roman city, the faithful secretly gather in catacombs or burial chambers to celebrate a new religious figure, Jesus Christ. Christianity, though still in its infancy and ruthlessly persecuted by the Roman authorities, is rapidly gaining ground. Like so many religions before it and since, Christianity has become involved with the making of art. Here, an unnamed and not especially talented artist represents Jesus' healing of a bleeding woman, an incident recorded in the New Testament. Like all religions, Christianity is using art for a clear and understandable purpose, to make its message more resonant, emotionally attractive, and popularly appealing. Art is like a kind of advertising for its ideas. Soon, Christian artists are going to dominate Europe. For almost 1,000 years, almost all art produced in Europe will simply be Christian art. From humble beginnings in a subterranean prayer room, Christian art will go on to produce extraordinary cathedrals, paintings, sculptures, and celebrating and enhancing the prestige of its messages. Thailand, 15th century. An unknown craftsman finishes a statue of the Buddha, one of many hundreds of thousands of such statues produced over the centuries in Southeast Asia. The purpose of such art is extremely clear. You're meant to look at the Buddha and take inspiration, becoming a little more as he is. The sculpture is an invitation to calm and contemplation. In the East, as in the West, art's function is evident, to support the truths set down by religions, to make ideas more easily digestible. Paris, January 1801. The French artist Jacques-Louis David finishes Napoleon Crossing the Alps. It commemorates a moment when, a couple of years before, Napoleon, still in his 20s, launched a lightning raid on the North Italian states, winning a series of astonishing victories. In the picture, Napoleon masters a white warhorse, though he actually crossed the mountains on a more serviceable mule. Here art is doing something it has done throughout history as well, acting as propaganda for a political cause. Napoleon is looking back to the example of Louis XIV of France, who did a lot of propagandizing with art. It was a habit he got into throughout his rule. Paris, 1833. The poet, novelist and critic Théophile Gautier publishes an essay about art, which argues that art must free itself from the poisonous agendas of religions and governments. The point of good art is always to be just for its own sake. As he put it in French, l'art pour l'art, art for art's sake. This doctrine of art for art's sake becomes the motto of the new generation of romantic artists, who set themselves against the old ideal that art should serve religion or powerful rulers or nations. Nonsense, says Gautier. True art must serve nothing at all. It is an end in itself and doesn't try to change or do or speak about anything. Artists set themselves apart from the bourgeois commercial society growing up all around, which is always trying to sell people things. Art should try to inhabit a loftier, more abstract realm. New York, 1917. The artist Marcel Duchamp prepares to exhibit his latest work at a show by the Society of Independent Artists. It is, surprisingly, a urinal, titled simply Fountain. Duchamp is in rebellion against many notions of what art is, that it should be easy to understand, that it should make sense, that it should promote something. The true artist, argues Duchamp, must defend himself against any confusion with advertising, mass media, government propaganda, or religious indoctrination. The true purpose of the artist is to stand outside the mainstream and create works that are enigmatic, mysteriously provocative, and rather silent. New York, 1949. A Russian émigré artist, Markus Rothkovich, who has renamed himself Mark Rothko to escape anti-Semitism, exhibits a new range of works at the Betty Parsons Gallery in Manhattan. They are a revelation, in that they seem not to be about anything. They are about pure colour fields and are as abstract as music. For some, they are the greatest works of the 20th century and soon fetch enormous prices. The Museum of Modern Art acquires a major set of Rothkos, as do other national museums around the world. Rothko becomes representative of the more obscure direction of 20th century art, highly appealing to an elite who will often pay enormous, incomprehensible prices for works, but puzzling for the wider public. Venice, June 2005. The world's most prestigious art fair, the Venice Biennale, opens at the newly restored spaces of the Arsenale. It has been curated for the first time by two women, Maria de Corral and Rosa Martinez. 41 artists are shown from all over the world. The nearby Marco Polo airport is filled with the private jets of the world's billionaires, many of whom profess to love art. Elaborate cocktail parties are held late into the night. Art has become a playground for the super-rich, as well as an obligatory tourist destination for weary travellers. Art is both hugely revered and yet somehow still in question. For most of its history, art has been saddled with a mission, to glorify religion or to speak well of the state. Modern art was the result of a swerve away from these agendas for extremely understandable reasons. Yet, if art is to regain its true centrality, it should overcome its hesitation about stating what it's really for and is trying to do. It is really and has always been a sophisticated tool, a tool that can help us to cope with things like loneliness, that can fill us with hope, that can help us to communicate our inner world, that questions power and aims to improve political systems. It is never an insult to ask art to do things for us, to be a practical part of our daily lives. We honour art most when we give it the highest task of all, to help us to lead better lives. If you like our films, take a look at our shop, theschooloflife.com/shop. You'll find lots of thoughtful books, games, stationery, and more.
And hello to those just joining. Any thoughts on the video? What does it make you think about art? Did you think about it in a different way or anything that you knew? It was interesting to look at the history from place to place. Any thoughts? I think one point from the video that was shared is art is like an inner form or an opening to your inner self. You can show what you feel on the inside through your art. I think that's a good way of explaining it. And any thoughts on the video?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about too, Alex. When you look at art, you can look at it in different forms,
Hmm.
um, or imagine,
Yes, yes. I love Hannah's sessions for those reasons because we get to take a look at a bunch of different kinds of art, and each painting has meant something a little different.
Hmm.
So I really think about her sessions.
Yeah.
And anyone else would like to comment, or did
I
you?
I like art too. Different form like African pictures and
Hmm.
different animal pictures. It depends what it could be, flowers, whatever. But I mostly like the African pictures because they have a lot of different culture, like the safari animals and different ones you can hang on your living room walls.
Yes, everyone has their their certain art that they really really like, and that's what make arts great because there's something for everybody. So thank you
I
for
remember
sharing.
when I was in school, Alice, they used to tell us, we go to art class. They tell us to, draw something to color. I used to just make all these circles, on top of each other, and then I'll end up coloring them, each little, part. I just take the pencil and just scribble it all the way round, 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 and then just colored all of it. It'd be amazing, it come out pretty.
Yes, that's art being creative. There's no right or wrong way to do art as long as it means something to you. I think that's what's most important.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you for sharing, Denise. We appreciate you.
Sure. Anytime.
Yeah, so we're gonna first look at our first app real quick. It's called Artlist Masterpiece Theater. So that way you don't have to go to an art gallery to look in an art gallery. You can look on your device. This app brings you a view of outstanding artworks all around the world in hopes that everyone can bask in the glory of great art paintings from ancient times to the present. There are daily paintings you can look at, different art collections, everything from Da Vinci to Michelangelo to Monet and Degas paintings. So you're going to go to your App Store or even your Play Store on your device if you're on an Android device, and you're going to search for, again, the name or type of app that you would like to download. So if I go to my App Store here on my device, again, I've already downloaded all the apps, but this is how you would download them. You would, when you open the App Store, you see the toolbar is at the top, and that fifth button is the magnifying glass where you can search for the app, type of app, name of the app that you would like to download. I can hit the magnifying glass again. Just makes it really easy to get the keyboard to come up so I can start typing the name or type of app that I would like to download. So I'm going to type in art list. Okay, that's all I have to type in for this one, and then I can then hit the search. You see what I did there? I'll do it again. I'm going to hit this magnifying glass at the top, and then I'm going to type in art list, again, the name or type of app. I can use a little more words to be more specific. So there's art list masterpiece theater. I don't even have to continue typing. I can just tap on the suggested search right there. But if I ever wanted to just search what I had typed in, on the right-hand side of the keyboard is the enter key, that blue magnifying glass icon. But I'm going to tap on the search result suggested, and there you go. It appears on the right-hand side. It's titled Artlist Masterpiece Theater. If you would like to share an app that with someone, you can hit the share button at the top right corner of the screen in the App Store, and then you can mail it, you can iMessage it, but I'm going to copy the link and put it in the chat for you all. So that way, again, you can download it. But please tap on the icons in the daily email. That's how you can also access the apps. So that way, if you have a question, you can already have gone into the app. And then, if you have any questions, you can ask me during our session. So again, if I tap on the link in the chat, it takes you straight to the app in the App Store. So make sure you get and download it. So let's open the app together. This is called Masterpiece Theater. Okay. So look at the top. They have the recommended, the discovery, the categories, and the settings page. Yes, it is Wednesday, July 8th. And this is the photo for today. What do you all think of this photo? Any thoughts? Just take a second to look. Any thoughts on this photo before I read about it? Any thoughts?
I was looking at it, but I can't really make sense of what I'm seeing. Those folks that are down there laying in the sand, naked and half naked. I don't get the gist of that.
Okay, me neither. So I'm right here with you. What do you like about the picture, Gracie?
It's definitely trying to tell me something. Like impressionist art, they always it's always a story or something in it. I'm just trying to get the gist of it right now. See, can I come up with something that makes sense? But it's like an island setting, and of course, islands are all beautiful, so I like that.
Oh, I love it. I mean, it's a
Hmm.
beautifully constructed photo. What I
Hmm.
notice is on the right hand, at the top right hand side, I see those two little trees. I see those people on that boat in the water, and
Hmm.
I think someone riding a horse on the sand.
Hmm.
And then I just noticed that little tiny house on the right hand side as well.
Hmm.
So I love those little details.
Hmm.
That's the
Paintings.
same one. I see two ladies with something on their head. Are we looking at this?
Yeah, they're holding something. They're holding something on top of their heads on the left hand side. They
Hmm.
sure are.
Is that a lady or man sitting in that chair?
Hmm.
That's a man, right?
Hmm.
I don't
And
know. I
again,
can't.
art is subjective, so
Oh, I got.
everyone will see it differently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The people standing beside the
Any
back.
other?
So good.
It's a beautiful painting. I love all
It
the colors.
is. It really is. Mm.
I'm curious again, that I just noticed on this below the statue, I see an animal right there next to the
Hmm.
rock.
Oh,
Just noticed that. Again, I'm,
yeah, it is.
very interested in that figure at the top in the middle and who that is.
Yeah.
So there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure is.
Any other thoughts from others before we dive into what this is? But it's a beautiful picture. I mean, you get to look at a beautiful photo every single day.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is this is titled Day of the God and by Paul Gauguin in 1894.
Wow.
Mahana no Atua is an 1894 oil painting. Oops, let me swipe up. Oop. I can even save the photo. At the bottom right, I have that download button, and I can even save the photo if I want to. Let me go into the summary. Yeah, by French post-impressionist, I think someone mentioned that,
Yeah.
artist Paul Gauguin, which is in the collection of the Art Institute of Chicago. This painting was executed in Paris on Gauguin's return from his first period of living and working in Tahiti.
Hmm.
Okay, Tahiti. That is in French
Hmm.
Polynesia
Right.
area. So around the Bora Bora, people search for that. Fiji, French Polynesia. Yeah, Tahiti is the economic, cultural, and political center of French Polynesia. It depicts a central carved idol of the goddess Hina. Okay,
Hmm.
what is Hina? Goddess, or who is she is a major deity in Polynesian mythology, and she's revered as the goddess of the moon, woman, and ocean. She symbolizes female empowerment and creation and transformation. Mm, that is really interesting. Um, Standing on a rock by the beach around which human fingers are arranged in a symmetrical pattern. On the left, two women are bearing votive offerings. I've never heard of that word before. Votive definition. Votive. It describes something offered, given, or performed in fulfillment of a sacred vow, wish, or expression of gratitude. Okay. See, you get to learn new words, even just reading this app. Offerings on the right. Two others are dancing the upapa, an erotic Tahitian dance which the colonial authorities tried to ban. So these two folks on the right, they're dancing.
Mhm.
Okay. I can see it. I love it. In the foreground is an enigmatic group of three bathers whose poses suggest they represent birth, life, and death, but about which Wagan never spoke.
Mhm.
Do y'all see that birth, life, and death?
Mhm.
Mm, mm, mm. Okay.
Now I'm kind of understanding a little bit of what I'm looking at.
Hmm. In style, the work is typical of the artist's post-impressionism in its simplest of forms and the dramatic use of color. I mean, this is a 130 odd some painting.
Mhm.
So this is all impressionist. It's full of French Polynesian, you know, you know, and they're in culture.
Like I said, each one of their paintings usually there's a little story to it, but you know, I sometimes you can't figure it out because it's their story.
Well, you can do anything you put your mind to, and art is subjective, so you don't have to understand what they think and necessarily, but it's just what you think. But if you know what they think,
Right.
sometimes they can, if maybe if the painting is hard to understand and there are paintings all the time, I'm like, what is going on? So, don't feel bad. I mean, everyone has their
Oh,
own
I know.
interpretation.
Mm-hmm. Don't feel bad.
Hmm.
Mhm.
So yes, there's one for every day. So if I swipe from the left to the right, so if I just drag my finger, this was yesterday's picture. Way different than the one we just looked at. What do you all notice about this one? Someone who hasn't spoken yet, too. Would love to hear from everyone. Again, thanks for those joining. I hope you all have had fun so far. Any thoughts on this picture, on this painting? It gives me the Scream vibes, that painting.
Eerie.
Hmm.
It gives you the what, Alex?
Gives me the Scream vibes, the painting of the Scream.
Screen vibes. Yeah, I don't like it depicts something dire and
Hmm.
not particularly joyful.
I could see that. Those people on the left look kind of creepy.
Yes.
They look like monsters. But they look like they having Thanksgiving. Them bats.
Do y'all notice that beautiful pond in the middle
Yeah,
behind them?
the
Yes.
water in the boats.
Yeah, I see those boats too. I think I see someone on the boat on the one closer to shore.
Yeah.
What do you all think it's representing? I'm not too sure myself. There's these three figures in the front, and then there's all those figures to the left. Hmm. I like the yellow part at the top. It makes everything kind of make sense with the lighting.
Hmm.
Okay. Well, this one, again, thank you all for sharing. This one's called Anxiety. Oh, it is when I said it was the Scream vibe, it literally is the Scream vibe.
Oh,
It's a series of paintings by Edvard Munch. Yes, who of course made the Screams. So I wasn't too far off. I noticed the similarity immediately. So it's good to look at those iconic paintings and try to keep them in your Rolodex. This is called The Scream, or also known as The Anxiety or The Agony, is one of the series of paintings by Edvard Munch. The other two paintings are Despair and his iconic masterpiece, The Scream. All three paintings share the same background location and color palette. That's why it was so recognizable, evoking a sense of oppression and a bloody atmosphere. Well, you guys weren't wrong that it was like a dire situation, something going on. This particular painting was created in 1894 in Norway and is an oil painting on canvas. I could see that. I love oil paintings. Acrylic is really, I love that style. The Scream is renowned for its powerful and haunting depiction of a figure in distress with a wide open mouth and hands pressed against the side of the face. As we know, the distorted and exaggerated features, along with the vibrant and swirling colors, convey a sense of intense emotional turmoil and existential angst. The painting has become an iconic symbol of human anxiety and has resonated with audiences worldwide. Munch's use of bold brushstrokes and vivid colors, combined with the unsettling subject matter, creates a deeply unsettling and emotionally charged atmosphere in the Scream. The painting continues to captivate viewers and provoke contemplation about the human condition and anxieties of modern life. Uh, in this bit right here, I'll just read it. One evening, the creator Munch encountered a group of people walking silently through town. Their paces pale. To him, it seemed as if they were a part of a funeral procession heading towards their destination. The painting, the anxiety reflects Munch's view of life as a journey towards death. In this painting, Munch captures the existential angst and the fleeting nature of human existence. The distorted figures and intense color convey a sense of inner turmoil and psychological distress. The use of bold brushstrokes and haunting atmosphere further enhance the emotional impact of the artwork. This is a powerful representation of Munch's personal philosophy and exploration of the human condition. It invites viewers to contemplate the fragility of life and the universal experience of anxiety and uncertainty. So, knowing that now, how does it make you look at the photo differently? Any thoughts?
Felt that way before even you were reading that, Alex. I had those emotions before you even read it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Me too. I mean, look at their faces. I mean,
Yeah.
they're deadpan.
Mm-hmm.
And actually listen to the story of how this came to be. They saw some people walking. They literally looked like they were going to a funeral.
It makes
Um,
you wonder about his own mental health.
mm, I mean, yes. I definitely. I think based off the description, I think based off the existentiality again of life and they said talking about the angst and how we don't know when we're gonna pass, right? And in the description, I think that's what they're trying to say is they're trying to showcase kind of that angst or that anxiety, because again, we don't know what's going to happen in the future, or we don't know what to expect. Something might happen today, something might happen tomorrow, something might happen in a month or a year, um, and we just don't know. So you can take it a look at it two ways. I think the painter did an excellent job of conveying those emotions. But I think in life, just look forward to the positive. You only live once. So live your life every day to the fullest extent. So that's what this painting makes me feel. It makes me feel that angst and understand it. But I turn that angst into positivity. Do y'all see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mhm. What do you think, Gracie, after hearing that description? Any
I still said the same word I said when I looked at it, eerie.
hmm It does look like they're going to a funeral.
Death, I saw, I felt death was somewhere involved. Felt like they
Mhm.
were marching to their death to me, but it's the way he describes it's a little different. But
Hmm.
Marching
Oh,
forward.
I see what you're saying. That it definitely
mhm,
looks like they're doing that. And again, that's the
mhm,
feeling that the painting evokes out of you. So
mhm.
that is that is
Somebody
great.
left their lights on.
You said they left their lights on, Miss Bessie?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm driving and I
Oh,
was
okay.
passing.
Well, you be safe now, okay?
Yeah.
I appreciate you, Miss Hill. Make sure you focus on driving, okay? But we appreciate you listening. Um, all right. Well, with this app, again, this is just we took a second to look at it. That was really fun. I love reading about, looking at a painting and then learning the history behind it and then looking at it again. It's really fun. Again, on the right-hand side of the painting, you see these four lines or dots. Look at that. I can change how it looks. I can put a
Mm,
filter on it if I want to.
wow.
Look, that's really fun. I can put a filter on it. If I hit the second dot, I can add the widget for the app. And that way I can put this as the background for it, which is really fun. I can favorite it. Oops. So if I tap on the heart, I can favorite it for later. And then again, this fourth icon, I can actually save them. So if I wanted to put this as my wallpaper or my background on Zoom, I could do that if I want to. That's really fun. Look at the discovery. So there's all different kinds of photos here. Okay. If there, the entire app is not free. Some parts of it are. So if you see a lock symbol, those are kind of, locked. But I see all these ones here that I can take a look at and discover. Or I can search for a painting if I want to. So if I wanted to look for a Da Vinci, or if I wanted to look for a Monet, uh, not money, Monet. I could always search for them too, or just be inspired, even just by looking at it, or category. So, what kind of category of art that you like? So, if you like religious art, or mythological art, or history painting, genre arts, I love landscape paintings. I love
Mhm,
nature.
mhm,
Cityscape. I love this painting right here. This is amazing.
Oh,
mhm,
Um, there's marine art.
the Mona Lisa.
Marine art, portraits, group portraits. I don't know how people can draw faces this amazingly.
honest
Kudos
to
to
goodness.
them.
Yeah,
Nu-
neat right there.
Look, even nude art, still life,
Yeah.
and uncategorized. You can even look at it by museum. So look, I can look at all the artworks and
Mhm,
see which ones are at the Metropolitan Museum of Art. Again, I can look at artists. Oh, I love Hokusai. So that way, even if I can't view them on the app, I can always Google them and look at them later. So I just like how, you can see all these different things in this app. So
mhm.
check out the link in the chat. That is the link to this app for today. Um,
Mm.
our next app for today, we're going to be taking a look at ArtSet. So I recommend that we all check out the Freeform app. It's been a while since we've done a Freeform together, folks, but for those that remember, we had a lot of fun with that app. So I highly recommend you check Freeform out on your Apple device. Um, but I'm going to copy the link for this one here, and this is called ArtSet 4. So if I tap on the link again, make sure you all tap on the link. And this is called Art Set 4. It's you can read more about it in the App Store. So this is a very popular app where you can create anything you want. And there are a lot of free tools. There is a paid experience, paid features, but I really quite like this app. It's really fun. So I'm gonna open it and we're gonna check it out together. So let's see what Art Set 4 has to offer. Okay, so look at the how it's configured. At the bottom, there's the toolbar. Okay, I can change the color of something. I can change the kind of medium, so the brush or the pencil or the pen. or the pastel, as you can see. Pretty cool. Options. Look at that. Look at these. Again, some of these are available, some aren't. You find what you like. And then this plus sign. Again, I can choose the kind of paper. So I can start off on blue, or I can start off on this color, or this, or this. That's pretty neat. You can change the kind of paper you're working on. I like this color. Um, yeah, so those, even just those three options, really easy to take a look at. At the bottom right, you will see the undo button. So I can undo what I just did, or I can redo what I did. And then if I hit this little white arrow at the bottom, it makes me go back to my home page. So look, those three right there come with, when you download the app. At the bottom again is that toolbar. Okay. So look, I can select one. So if I tap on one, again, I can do different things to it. Okay. So look at the bottom, in the middle. This one is, I can work on it. Okay. The second one's look, it's a square and the arrow. So I can share, or I can send what I created to others in an image. I can hit the play. Not sure. Oh, the play, it actually shows what you did to create it. So you have to do something before you go into it. And then there's the trash icon. So I can trash any image that I want to. And at the bottom right is the plus sign. That's how you start all fresh. So I hope we all understand the toolbar at the bottom. Again, the color, the medium. So if you want a brush, a pencil, marker, the plus sign is for the background. So I can do this really cool white-ish background. And there's the undo and the redo, and then going out to the home page. And once again, you use that toolbar you can select photos and share them or delete them. And you can create new works. So let me go back here and go to this background that I quite like. And I'm gonna look at all these colors. Or you can even do, oops, let me undo that little thing I just did. Look, you can look at colors. Look at this. Names of colors. Isn't that amazing? Look at that. I can choose any of
Mhm.
these that I want. So let's go for this deep red. Okay. And then if for this as regards to the brushes or the blend, or look at that. So let me do this. I love pastels. I just watched a program on pastels. So
Mhm.
uh, let me do, again, you just using your finger. Once you select everything that you want, again, your color, you can just start having fun. Again, let me do this deep red pastel. So just can using my finger. There you go. That is my heart for you all. So you can, just it's free form fun. I'm gonna undo it because if I choose a different background, like one of these, again, you can really make it really creative. Look at these options. If I wanted this square grid and I wanted to do the same thing, okay. Again, if we have a TV going on, we got to keep that in mind, y'all, okay? Um, I'm just making a circle. Again, you see the more that I use my, finger on one spot, the more saturated it is.
Yeah.
So I just made that circle. Let me do a different color. What color do you all like? Which one on the list do you all see?
Blue. That royal blue like that.
Which one?
The royal blue.
Where does
Look
it say royal
below
blue?
the green.
Which one? It says the names for each of them, Miss
Cobalt.
Gracie.
Cobalt
Okay,
blue.
yeah, you got to take a look at each one. So
Yeah.
yes,
Didn't
cobalt
see
blue.
that far off. I had to get real close to the screen. Couldn't see it.
Mhm. I love it. Yes.
Can you print these out, Alex?
Well, if you save the image, yes, you can print any image from your iPad. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Once you save it to your Photos app, you'll be able to print it like any other photo.
Yep.
Yeah. See, I'm just using my finger. This is really relaxing. You can make a little. Hmm. All right, let me do another medium. What's your favorite from this list? Do you want a chalk, a pastel, watercolor? Oh, wait, you see again, some options are locked. So I'm going to mainly focus on these at the top, but there's a lot of options. Do you all want the marker, the pen, the colored pencil, the watercolor, or the oil? Look,
Come on,
oil.
it's 11. Don't you know?
Look at oil.
Uh-huh.
Which medium do you all want to see?
Oil is fine.
Okay, yeah, it's just that second one from the top in that tube.
Really? I like
Let-
it.
Yeah, let's see how that look. Oh, and then what color? I know we have kind of not red, but yeah, what color do you want? Look at all these different colors. Any that stand out to you? Look at all these white, purple, white, pink, teal. I like that malachite color. I
Mm,
love the gemstone, so that one.
Malachite. Malachite was pretty.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look how the oil pastel. I mean the oil really looks. It
Hmm.
feels different too as you're drawing it. It literally feels like you're, using a brush. So I like that. That's pretty neat. Y'all see the difference in the style and how it looks?
Hmm.
And
All
you
my
can write
drawings, I
somebody's
mostly
name.
acrylics.
Hmm. Can you write a name, Alex?
I mean, again, you can do anything that you want with your finger on the screen. So there you go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, this is what you mean by right? I mean, again, I'm just using my finger. So, I mean, you can draw anything that you want. Let's go with this pink brown right here. And let's do a marker. What is this? Oh wow, you see again different thinness and in
Hmm.
depth. I really like that. And I'm just making some shapes. You can do whatever you want, if you're feeling some kind of way, this is a great way to put your emotions and feelings into art.
Yeah.
So I mean, even just looking at your own artwork, it makes you feel good because you're creating something. And how easy was it? All you had to do was download an app and then start painting. And then if you know how to use that toolbar, I mean, you could do anything that you want.
Yeah.
Who's gonna check this app out? Who's already downloaded it? Let's go back to the oil pastel. I really like the oil pastel. Oh, and this shade. Wow, yes. There, I just drew my house. Again, you got to start somewhere.
When
You,
I first started with my art class, I wasn't really interested in it, but it kept saying, you can do it. And I never was it, but that doesn't mean you can make a new start. So when I started, I began to like it. And I was not, I couldn't draw portraits and stuff like that, but I was what you call a doodle artist. I love to doodle. And I found that in doodling, I was able to create different paintings. And when we had,
doodling art, Miss Gracie,
mhm, mhm.
and then you're an artist.
And then they had some of the real artists in Buffalo to come in and grade our work. And I ended up winning first prize that year.
I love that, Miss Gracie.
Mhm.
Yes, thank you for sharing.
And
It's
that's when my pride came in. That's when I started liking it. I won some.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
Take a look. Y'all see what I'm doing? I chose one color. This is the oil pastel. And then if I choose another color, look, you can mix it like you're actually like, using the artist thing, the holder for the art for the paint. So isn't that cool? You can mix colors like almost
Mhm.
basically in real life.
Yeah.
I hope y'all enjoyed this app today and you get to create your own arts in this medium. Again, it's a really easy app to navigate. All you got to do is download it and then just, have fun. If you make a mistake, you can always undo, but there are no mistakes. I say art is art. So I hope you all enjoyed that. And our last app for today is a really, really relaxing color app that some of us have already done or said that they've done every day, which I really love.
Mhm.
And it's called Zen Color. Again, it's
Yeah.
color by number game. So that way, again, you can experience the beautiful music and it's really relaxing.
Mhm.
I highly recommend you check it out. Color for 1 hour daily. You'll sleep better. Um, I could see that. I love that.
Yeah, I can get that.
Thousands of pictures help you relax, calm, and focus. Color with soothing music. Breathe in Zenland. So, I mean, again, this app, it's all about just having fun. I love the music, but I'm just gonna turn it off so I can hear you all. But it's very, 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 very relaxing. You can always go back to what you worked on. You don't have to finish something, when you start it, you can always go back to it. So I love these. These are so cool. I mean, these are all of them. But if I want to look at the top, I can go by category. So anything from
Mm-hmm.
flowers to patterns to sleep. At the bottom, I can go to the um, daily one. So like 4th of July, they did the Mount
Mount
Rushmore.
Rushmore.
That's pretty cool that they, recognize the holidays and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So you choose one of these, even from before. But these, let's do what's your favorite category at the top? Anyway, what do you all see? Which one jumps out at you?
I don't see the top. Just see pictures.
You see all the words at the top, Miss Gracie?
Mm-mm.
Interiors. I saw interiors. I guess
Okay,
that's.
interiors. Let's see where that was.
Mhm.
Okay, right here. Lovely. So look at all these dream
Oh,
homes.
yes. Very nice.
Which one stands out to you?
That bedroom scene looks pretty. The
Which,
bedroom at the
sorry,
bottom,
which one? At the bottom? The one at the
in
the
the
the last
middle.
row?
Yes,
Oh, the one in the middle.
in the middle. Uh-huh.
Okay.
You can design the bedroom.
Yeah, again, make sure you turn on the sound. It's so relaxing. So I'm just gonna let it play. But look, you all see the numbers on the different parts of the picture. And don't forget you can zoom in and zoom out by pinching your finger.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you see when you pinch in and out, you get more numbers
Right.
because there's, more details. So there's no right or wrong way to start. I like
Where's
zooming
number
in.
one? Oh, that's the
Yeah.
pillow. The pillow is number one.
Yeah. When you click on the number at the bottom, you will.
Hmm. Oh, that's very pretty.
Mm-hmm.
90. So look at 90. Oh, you look at the blinds. That's what lit up.
Uh-huh.
I'd have to zoom in and then just tap on each section and it colors it in. Again, once you're done, you can save it and put it as your background, your wallpaper on your iPad. It's super fun.
Mm-hmm. I did a lot of pictures of Zen.
I love that. I zoom in. Let's just there's no right or wrong way. You could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 if you want to do that, or you could just color what you see. So
Mm-hmm.
just happen to see two. I wanted to see how this bedspread looks. this could be inspiration. So when you buy your next sheet set, you can be like, oh, I love those colors. So this is a way to build your dream home in real life.
Uh-huh.
I'm zooming in. Look how small of these sections can be.
Hmm.
There's more. There's more.
Yeah.
I don't know where they're at per se. So it's again, you don't have to finish a number. You could just go to the next number. So let me go to 8. Oh, there you go. Oh, look, that kind of pink and purple pillows.
Hmm.
Cool. That's something different. I see the bed. Let me do 12. Oh wow. Isn't
Oh,
that
yeah.
isn't that starting to come together?
Yeah.
Very pretty. Yes.
Hmm. Look at that. Oh, I'm zooming in. Look how small these pieces are. But
Hmm.
yeah, even on the bed, look at that. Let me do 21. Just look at that. Mm.
Wow.
It's literally a picture coming together. And again, you don't have to finish. You just paint or color what you see. Look at those leaves. 19. Again, you all see the highlighted sections. Those are the ones you need to fill in for.
Hmm.
Yeah, look how small those leaves were.
Yeah.
Zooming in, look at that. The stems or the other parts of the bed. Look at that. If I'm here anyway, let me do 16 and 17 just to see what that looks like. Let me go back to 15. Those are all the middles of the flowers. Let me go to 13 and fill in those flowers. Look at that. Let me go to 16 because I just see it right there. What's there? 19. Small thing. Isn't the bed coming together?
Yes.
Can you just tap in and oh, I love the red. Red, so pretty. There's snaps.
Hmm.
Let me zoom in. That's 15. 17's right here. Oh, look at that. I love the big pieces. It certainly fills things in.
Yeah.
27. Let me see what that looks like. Oh, that's 26. What are these? You may not know what something is until you actually go into it. Oh, wow, look at that.
Right.
Maybe it's a bathrobe.
Yeah, it looks like it might be.
Or is it the sheet or the blanket? I love it.
Blanket or something. Yeah.
26, there's 24. Look, a sneaky little 11 down here. And look at that 24. Look at it. Look how small that area is.
Right.
So it really helps
Okay.
your depth perception, y'all. So
I would have to zoom in a lot to catch some of them because they were so small you wouldn't see them hardly with the naked eye.
well, you won't be able to. Look, if I zoom out,
Hmm.
you have to zoom in so you could see,
Hmm.
all that's there. Look how small these sections are. Again, it's a good depth perception. There's nine. There's three.
Three.
Oh wow. Oh, let me zoom in
See
here.
what color the furniture is, Alex, the furniture.
Yeah, let me just go around. There's look at the bottom right. There's a chair right there. Let me do
Mm-hmm.
numbers again. It's
78,
81.
81.
And that's 78 right here. That's at 79.
Mhm.
Let me go over here to this table. Let me do 76, 77. Again, doing the bigger pieces, that's not a strategy, but a way you could go about it. I see that big old plushy bear.
Mhm.
It's so cute. Um,
And that's the floor. The floor
mhm,
is probably
yeah, the floor. We got
84.
the
84. I guess
floor.
that's the floor.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah.
I love wood, so wood, you know, hardwood floor. It's something so old school and lovely about it. Oh wow, look at that. It's like you're making the room come to life.
Mm-hmm.
Look how small. Look, 80.
Very pretty hardwood floor.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Then if I go into details for the bed, I just happen to see those numbers. So again, you can go about it any way you 20, there's 23. Oh wow, look at those. Look at those small little sections. 12,
Mhm.
21, 17. Very pretty. Isn't
Mhm.
it fun? Isn't it easy, y'all? What do y'all think of this bedroom so far? Any
I
thoughts?
like it. And it even shows a house through the window. I wonder, but I don't see any numbers on the house outside the window where it says 10. Oh, yes, they do have numbers on the
You
homes.
Mhm.
have to zoom it every part of there's over 100 numbers. There's a lot to paint in.
Mhm.
There's a lot to paint in. So I mean, it's just all about going and again, this is not a rush thing or anything. It's to enjoy. Oh, I love those. Again, just the little things. This helps
Alex,
create
you
the
can
little
save
things.
it and come back to it, right? You can save it and come back.
Put as many as you want and then come back to them as you please.
Mhm.
There are some that I just want to do because I really like them, and there are some that are even more, have more numbers than this, and they're this quite fun. Look at the top left, if I hit the back, there you go. I can go to my work at the bottom right, and then there's my in progress picture.
Oh, uh-huh.
Yeah.
So you have a endless library of colorings to do. You have the daily puzzle. Look, you can go months and months and months and months and
Mhm.
months. So there's literally, it's always something to do.
Yeah.
Um, so I hope y'all enjoy it.
Sometimes I work on like two or three of them at once, you know. Don't
Mhm.
ever finish one, but I work until I get bored, and I go to the next one, and I go to the next one. And when I come back, I'll start, all over again, working on each one of them till I complete it.
I appreciate you sharing your
And
experience.
what was this app called, Alex? This
It's called
last one?
Zen Color. So all three links are in the chat. So if you
Oh,
tap on,
Zen Color.
yes, if you tap on the last link I sent, that is the Zen Color app. Yes, I'm glad that you liked it. It's really fun. It's one of my
Mhm.
favorite.
Mhm.
But yeah, folks, time flies and you're having fun. We're a little past 11, so I hope you all enjoyed. What is one new fact that you learned today? What's apps are you interested in trying out? How does art enrich your daily life? Any comments for our session today? Do you feel like a little bit more of an artist and you can feel it's really easy to appreciate art. So any thoughts for our session today? And I hope you all enjoyed. Any thoughts for our session?
Well, it helps us appreciate art. And I learned about different artists that I'd never heard of. I've heard of Paul Gauguin. I'd heard of him, the Impressionist. But it was good to see and listen and read the description of what he was portraying in the art.
Mm-hmm.
That can be challenging, and to see all and to interpret the message that the artist was conveying. Um, and then to look at these different apps, they were all fun. Thank you, Alex.
Oh, thank you for sharing, Yvonne.
Mhm.
And it was fun to check them out with you.
Yeah. My favorite artist, well, not favorite, but I just like his art so much, is Michelangelo.
Mm.
He did the Sistine Chapel. I think that's the beautifulest painting I could ever look at. I just think it's a color and the what he was portraying. It's just always been a favorite of mine. And I like art. To me is how does it affect my everyday life? I look upon any scene that I see when I walk out of my door, nature, houses. It's like an art picture to me. How the sun shines from the heavens. It's just like a beautiful art piece to me. That's how it affects me in my daily life. I think the world itself is a beautiful piece of art.
I'm right here with you. That's why even doing the Zen color and just even
Mm-hmm.
figuring out what color that pillow that was, it was like,
Mm-hmm.
it's something that I could see in real life. But
Mm-hmm.
anytime outside, I mean, buildings are art, the road is,
Yeah.
uh, the way we exist is art, human.
Mhm. Mhm.
So it surrounds us every day,
Yeah.
whether we like it or not. But it's for real. Like, I never really thought before, when I was young, but life is art. So everything around us is art. You can find beauty of things in everything. Even
Yeah. Look at the creation.
I have this comic book right here. Just
Mhm.
comic book. I don't remember where I got this comic book from, but I mean the front is a piece of art.
Mhm.
And you can whatever you like. There's someone who's probably made some art of it, and you can
Mhm.
different ways.
Mhm.
This was interesting, Alex.
Oh, thank you, Yvonne. I hope you download these apps and especially the art list one since you like the descriptions. I love looking at a daily art piece and having your art gallery right there on your device. So you don't have to leave out if you don't want to go to an art gallery.
Mhm.
Make your own art with that art set and of course relax and color by number with Zen Color. So I had a lot of fun today. 12 o'clock. I'll see you all for lunch. So make sure you're getting your lunch together so you can enjoy it for our session. And at 1:30, we're doing module 3 on email. So thank you so much for joining, and I will see you all soon. Thank you, art
See you
Take
later,
care.
Alex.
my artists. Good day. See y'all at 12.
All right. Take care.
Full of art today. Thank you all so